Well, thank you for watching this video. This is Aldo Cernezzi. I'm the competition director in Varese for the last qualifying GP of this current series. As you can see, the weather today wasn't great, but the location is fantastic. We have some pilots, we will interview them, and I set a task for the training day. It was a bit too long for the day, so only 2 pilots completed the flight. That's Giorgio Galetto and Mike Young. There was also an outlanding by Werner Amann, because he flies an unpowered glider. We will keep you updated with interviews and messages during all the race days. I have the pleasure to be here in the company of Katrin Zenne from Germany. How many times have you been world champion already?
Twice women world champion, 2008 and 2018.
And where was that?
That was, the last one was in Romorantin in France. Oh, in Zabralice also, the second one in Czech.
Okay, but this is your, if I understand correctly, this is your first experience in a GP, in a Grand Prix Formula flight. What's your impression of your first flight with the regatta start and flying in close vicinity with the other gliders, or the pressures maybe on?
I think flying close in the vicinity you have at every competition, normal formula competition, you have that you fly in gaggles and that you are close next to each other. But the start went okay for me. I think I went 5th or 6th over the start line, so it worked quite well. But you are right, it's the first regatta start I tried, or I'm participating, so let's see how it works. But the weather was getting poorer and poorer today, so it was a bit difficult at the end, and I skipped the last turn point. So I saw that the sun is disappearing behind the moisty clouds, and I said, no, don't risk anything on the first practice day.
That was extremely wise of you, and my mistake, the task setting, even if it was only 200 kilometers, it was in fact a bit too long, because thermals ended 2 hours earlier than forecasted. But did you feel any psychological pressure due to the regatta start, the countdown procedure? I flew a GP once and I was feeling terrible when I was too low and I couldn't start with the others.
Yep. Well, I must say today I was the first in the grid, so I launched first, and then I went 10 kilometers to the east, so on track, and I stayed there because there were some sort of clouds still, and I could maintain my height at 1,500 meters. And then 5 minutes before the start, I calculated and I said, okay, now I have to go behind the line. And then I was almost, with a gaggle on the top, so it was not stressful. But I saw some gliders lower. I think if you are low and you cannot get up, then it's a bit stressful.
I think you are very cool, I think. And most importantly, did you have fun?
Yes, of course I have fun. I'm happy to be back in Varese. I haven't flown here for many years now, I must say. When I was young, I was, I could fly more often here, so that was very nice. So I'm happy to be back here. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrin. You and your family are big fans of Varese, I know. Thank you very much, Katrin. Nice to have you here.